For 70 years, the United Nations inspired the youth of today's world with the simulation class, Model United Nations. In this short documentary, we would like to illustrate how the class and the UN itself empower students to strive for success. Because of the Model United Nations, we're changing parts of the world that never experienced change.
The United Nations have also inspired today's youth to focus on peace instead of war and violence. We see this message being sent to us from major missions that were launched from the late 1900s to today's present time. The mission that stands out the most is the Rwanda mission in 1994 and the current mission in UNTSO. Rwanda was a very critical mission back in the 1990s. The situation was already out of hand from the genocide over the culture's ethnicity. When the UN peacekeepers were deployed out to this operation, their goal was to rebuild the judicial system and stabilize peace once again in the country of Rwanda. UNTSO is the United Nations Truth Supervision Organization. The peacekeepers from the UN are deployed into a country that needs help in sustainability and peace. And unfortunately, over 3,000 UN peacekeepers died during their serving. The values behind these sacrifices show how serious the UN is about bringing world peace, from the ending of World War II to today's present time with the Middle East conflict. Being inspired by the United Nations actions of peace and progress, we as the third installment of Thomas Edison's Model United Nations have impacted not only our community, but hopefully the world in a positive way. Here at Thomas Edison, we believe that Model UN is much more than just attending the mock conferences, which is something that we've done all year, and have even gotten as far as winning a prestigious award at Yale during their Model UN conference. We believe that we can actually make a difference, such as what the actual UN does, and go as far as to create projects that will benefit not only our community, but others as well. Small steps today, change tomorrow. This is our mission statement because we want to remind ourselves that although we are just some kids from Queens, New York, every successful story starts with someone who had a vision and gradually worked towards their goal. The MUN chapter in Thomas Edison has entered its third year and is appropriately titled Model UN 3.0. Over the years, the previous classes have achieved much, and we pay much homage to them as we cannot be in this position today if it weren't for them. With the help of Model United Nations 2.0, we carried out their legacy with continuing to help a small school in Pakistan built for women. Throughout the school year, we achieved designing and building a solar panel for the school and providing them with alternative energy that they never had access to before. We also in the process of establishing a human rights museum to admire the missions the United Nations have executed. This will cover the major Rwanda operation back in 1994, where 1 million innocent civilians were murdered, and the current operation in Syria in the present day time. The value and dedication behind the Human Rights Museum shows the respect we have towards the UN. The skills we have also acquired from this class will help us in the real world. When it comes to career choices, occupations that require speaking skills, debating skills, and/or great presentation skills, Model United Nations would assist you.